Welcome to the show. We give you all the Dolphins news you need to know about. Ted Larson may have torn his bicep. This report comes from Connor Bryan of Pro Football Rumors. Guard Ted Larson left practice with what the team fears to be a torn bicep, reports Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald. The likelihood is that Larson will miss several regular season games. The Dolphins signed Larson as the outset of free agency in March, and he immediately became a strong contender to start at left guard for the club. The 30-year-old brings plenty of experience to the table, having combined to start in 65 of 102 appearances as a Buccaneer, Cardinal, and Bear from 2010 to 2016. In Chicago last year, Larson posted the fifth 16-game slate of his career and logged 8 starts, during which he ranked a respectable 37th in performance among Pro Football Focus 75 qualified guards. As the Dolphins brace for a prolonged Larson absence, the Dolphins will go forward with Anthony Steen, Craig Urbick, and fifth-round pick Isaac Asiata as potential options opposite number one starting right guard Jermon Bushrod. Steen started several games at center in 2016 while Mike Pouncey was on the shelf. Fortunately for Miami, there is hope that the hip issues that have troubled Pouncey in the past won't cause problems this season. So he signed Ted Larson. This is what I feared would happen, is because he doesn't have the greatest injury history in the world. He's not the most durable guard, and it sucks that it came back to bite us. But now that he's out, in terms of who's been performing the best at Dolphins training camp, I would say Anthony Steen and Jake Brendel have definitely outperformed Isaac Asiata so far throughout camp. So we'll see what happens in preseason, but this is unfortunate because Ted Larson was definitely by far, in terms of the eye test, was the best guard at the position throughout Dolphins training camp so far. So we'll see what happens. This sucks. Hopefully it doesn't hurt us too bad. But again, that guard position continues to ail the Miami Dolphins. Let's get through the rigmarole first before we start the podcast. Remember, guys, this podcast posts each and every single Wednesday. The first segment of the show, we go through all the Dolphins news you need to know about. The second segment of the show, we go through all the AFC East news you need to know about. And the third and final segment of the show, we go through the Miami Dolphins fan Q&A.